Let's actually get into the news. Here it is from the Associated Press. Sweeping new vaccine mandates for 100 million Americans. The AP reports, in his most forceful pandemic actions and words, President Joe Biden on Thursday announced sweeping new federal vaccine requirements affecting as many as 100 million Americans in an all-out effort to increase COVID-19 vaccinations and curb the surging Delta variant. It's not just the new OSHA requirement. They say the expansive rules mandate that all employers with more than 100 workers require them to be vaccinated or test for the virus weekly, affecting about 80 million Americans. And the roughly 17 million workers at health facilities that receive federal Medicare and Medicaid will also have to be fully vaccinated. There's also going to be a requirement for all employees of the executive branch and contractors who do business with the federal government. But boy, if you watch this guy speak on TV, this was an iron fist moment. He said he's going to just, I'll paraphrase here, but just push through any Republican governor who tries to oppose his executive decree. We've got bread tube socialists, these crackpot authoritarian lunatics cheering for rule by decree. True colors shown. Mask slips off. How about that? When we called them communists and they said, we're democratic socialists. We just want to vote for the power. And then once they vote for their guy and he slams the gavel on the table and says, you know, it's like the Emperor in Star Wars, the attempt to bypass the Senate and Congress, and they're cheering for it. And so we got a lot going on, but we should just definitely talk about this. The funny thing here, I think, is that unions are like, whoa, you know, we got to negotiate on this one. But I don't know, guys, is it any surprise that actually, I think it is a surprise, but you know, what are your thoughts on Joe Biden just going full fascist?
Not really surprised at all, but it's crazy. It's
You're not surprised? Come on.
Whatever the Democrats want, they've been getting since day one, especially when COVID happened. We never thought that they would be locking us in our homes for several months, and they did exactly that. So
yeah, but that was under Trump, right? When we had that is true. It was the Democrat governors.
It was the Democrat governors, even some
Trump
Republican. Yeah, Trump opposed it, but Trump gave the rights to the state, which I was kind of on the fence about, having the states have those rights to remove our constitutional rights. Shouldn't that be the job of the federal government to then step in and preserve our constitutional rights against Democrat governor tyrants? But
well, no, the federal government is constantly trying to infringe on our rights, and we have this shield in the Constitution that is stopping them from doing it. But at this point, it's like, you know, Joe Biden with the eviction moratorium bypassed the legislative branch. Supreme Court said, hey, you can't do this. And he went, I'll do it anyway, thus bypassing the Supreme Court and Congress, which is just basically the executive has gone nuts with power and he should be impeached immediately. The problem is, you know, we're supposed to have this mechanism in place to remove despots and tyrants, impeachment. They try to impeach Trump over nothing. It's like he made a phone call and they're like, get rid of him. It's insane. Yes. And then January 6th is just, it's insane. And now you actually have an off the rails, insane, demented psychopath, and you can't impeach him because the Democrats won't do it because they like it. They like the power. They want it. They support it.
Even if they do impeach him, it's not going to do any good, because then you just got Kamala Harris, and it's probably the same exact people. Then who do you get next? Pelosi?
You impeach her too.
And then,
then you get Chuck Grassley.
I would love to do. We got to kind of also be realistic. It's just not going to happen, especially with the Democrats in charge. It's, you know, I feel like there's a lot of Republican representatives out there who are pushing for impeachment. I think Taylor Greene probably filed at least 12 different impeachments since she took office 8 months ago. It's all just fan service at this point, all this impeachment stuff. And I forgot who said it. One of the Republicans said it. If you want to impeach Biden, focus on the midterms. So at the very least, focus on the midterms.
I really want to hire 70 people just so that we can have 100 workers, and I can, you know, but we don't have that many people here. We have like 30 employees.
Is there a loophole? Can you hire people as independent contractors?
I don't know if that would count. You know, but I can just hire 100 hourly workers to, you know, mow the lawn with scissors.
You do that.
You can hire 100 people that work from home in 100 different areas of the world, and they're going to be like, that's more of a threat of people who need to be vaccinated than 30 people in a room together. This idiocy, these blanket decisions about numbers, and people aren't robots.
This is one of the biggest responses that I'm seeing from a lot of people. It's like, wait a minute. We've got work from home. We've got COVID mandates. People are already working remote. And now in your own home, they're mandating you be vaccinated.
That makes no sense.